this video is for anyone who loves technology. I had the luxury of visiting CES this year, Consumer Electronics Show. It was the collection of the weirdest, wonderful, most majestic technologies that are coming out this year. So it includes like 8K displays in the most awesome fashion, flying drones that can passenger people, self-driving cars, and pretty much anything and everything you can think of. So this video is all about the coolest stuff at CES, and I also paid a special visit to the Ledger booth.
Trying this freshly baked bread from this machine. Not sure if it's good enough, but it's nice and like moist and warm. And I've been invited here by Ledger, so the guys who make the Ledger Nano S. They've announced a new product, and we're gonna check it out at the Ledger booth today.
So the Nano X has Bluetooth, so it enables mobility, mobile usage with a smartphone, with iOS, with Android. Because with your Nano S, you have just to connect with your cable on the laptop, so it's very clunky. If you want to do something on the go, you have to take your laptop out of your backpack if you have one. So it's not very good for usage, for user experience. Also, it has more applications. One of the big drawbacks of the Nano S and what was a pain for our users is the fact that you can have maybe 5-8 apps at the same time. And so you have to reinstall when you want to make transactions in different cryptos. With the Nano X, the secure element has much more memory, so you can have really up to 100 applications. So the user experience of the Nano X will be much better. And also there is a larger screen, we double the pixels.
You double the pixel count, so it's like much higher definition. So can you see the full address on the screen when you're sending
exactly. You don't have to scroll anymore, so you can see all the address when you do the verification of the parameters. So all that are like small new features which enhance the usability.
The biggest question that the internet had about the Ledger Nano X was security. It had a Bluetooth module, and a lot of people were fearful that this module could be compromised to breach the device. So I had to talk with the CTO of Ledger to ask him how it works.
I mean, if you compare it to USB, Bluetooth is just exactly the same thing. I mean, Bluetooth is a mirror. In the end, everything that goes over the Bluetooth communication is checked by the application and your secure element. So when you verify something, you verify yourself on screen that everything is displayed correctly. And this can go through Bluetooth, or through USB. We always consider that the link is compromised anyway. So we consider that you can get some bad data sent to you, and you have a way to verify that this data is what you want or not. It's exactly the mindset. I mean, when we work with Ledger, we estimate that everything else can be compromised around the environment, and we provide a way to verify that, what you are going to do is correct and is validated by you.
Awesome. And the other question in regards to Bluetooth, there are some devices where the Bluetooth got compromised and it takes over the entire device. Is that possible on the new Ledger Nano X?
So that's not possible because the Bluetooth stack is completely isolated from the secure element. So I would say that if you put yourself in the worst case scenario being that someone managed to take over the Bluetooth stack and to directly be able to send command to the secure element, in the end, the command will be again validated by the user. So the worst thing you could do is have a channel to talk to the secure element.
Right, so it's really much just like a link to talk to the secure element, but the Bluetooth itself, even if it's compromised, it can't take over the entire device.
Yeah, exactly. So the biggest risk you have regarding Bluetooth is really a privacy risk. So if someone managed to break the encryption of the Bluetooth link, someone around you might see which address you are using, and that's a privacy risk.
For me, the most exciting feature is two features. One is that the larger screen, it displays the entire transaction that you're sending it to. In terms of the app storage as well, I think that's actually really important for me, because before I used to have two ledgers to use different apps. For me, for Bluetooth, it's not probably the biggest feature that is for me, and it depends on your personal use. So for me, what I have is I have a software wallet on my phone. Now, do I need to take large amounts of crypto out? I currently don't need to do that right now. I don't go to ODCs to take large amounts of crypto, but I can see people who do that and need that extra mobility there. So it really depends on how you're using crypto and what is the best kind of fit for you.
I think smart homes are pretty big this year. Everyone's trying to do like these face unlocks, these new homes that are like all wired together. I think it's a little bit scary if you're like kind of like paranoid as hell. But you know, I guess it makes our life a lot easier. So what's behind me is truly ridiculous. It's a machine that teaches you pretty much how to play ping pong. I don't know who needs this, but it's scarily efficient. Let's just take a look. To buy one of these things, the Insta-X. So this is a really cool one. And I can throw it.
The display that LG put up can only be described as majestic with so many curved LEDs. It's just amazing to see how we're leapfrogging through technology. And beyond that, to top it off, they had these foldable screens which are folded into what looks like a speaker box, a surround bar. It's crazy.
Behind me, that is the wall. So it's like a really high quality display that can fit any size. So it's not like those like shitty quality things. This is like, this year, everyone's taking photos of this. This is like, it's super legit.
Now the question of course is, do we really need 8K? I mean, it looks fantastic with all that demo display they're showing, and if we look, you know, up close at it, and you know, if you just like watching trashy TV like I do, I mean, you know, do you really need that extra definition? Do I really need to see that pimple on that actor's face? Maybe not. 5G is another big battleground for a lot of mobile phone companies and a lot of networks. So what they're showing here is 5G to stream video games. So the video game gets rendered off-site and being played on this device. So I think definitely there's something interesting here. Faster internet connection is always great to have. I mean, you know, 4G is fast enough, but is it though?
And in many ways, this is like a competition. All these companies, Samsung, Sony, we got Toshiba, all these companies are all trying their best. LG, of course, you can't forget those. So it's like a competition. All these companies are trying their very best to show you guys like how technologically advanced to be the best this year. We got Samsung, this is the Samsung booth this year. They're packing it full of their AI technology, which is so weird. Bixby, if you guys like that, if you guys use Samsung phone, Bixby is making a big comeback this year. So we're walking into the Sony booth, this nice Sony logo here, just to make sure you know who's here. I actually really like Sony this year, so I've been using a lot of the Sony cameras, and that's because they're just a little bit smaller. So this year, you know, you're going mirrorless. Oh, not this year, like recently been going mirrorless a lot, so the cameras are much smaller. And I think one thing that they're doing that's pretty cool in the Sony booth is they're kind of demoing their stuff. So they got these kind of cool photos taken, photo booths behind me, where they use the cameras to show you how they can do it.
Guarantee
Start dancing.
that you do not need to buy new lenses to keep up with the resolution changes of the sensor.
Over here is pretty cool too. So I left my camera at the Sony image cleaning booth. So here they're cleaning the digital cameras because over time they get like lots of dust on it. So they're actually cleaning cameras for free here, which is awesome.
Okay, I have no idea what's happening here. Next.
I actually think this is one of the first scams of CES. There's a police drone that technically can fly, but that does not look like anywhere near flight capable in terms of drone. I think they need a lot more propellers than that. But regardless, they seem to be funded, and I don't know.
What is a lot more reasonable is this flying copter from Uber. At least the propellers are on top, so they can't, you know, chop your legs off or something.
So we see Kodak over here trying desperately to stay relevant. I wonder what happened to their whole cryptocurrency miner slash thing. Don't see any of that around anymore. Okay, so tomorrow I gotta line up for this. This is the Google Gumball machine. You get free stuff by just coming here. But you know what? The caveat is that line is like 120 minutes from this point. So 2 hours. Enjoy. It is the first conference I've ever been to with a bus connection service. So this bus connects people from the Las Vegas Convention Center and the Sands Convention Center.
You get a sticker too.
Yeah, I'll get a sticker. Thank you. Alright, so I'm in Eureka Park. This is in the Sands Expo Center, and I'm here to find Pundi Team.
Can you tell us what Pundi is doing right now?
Okay, so far we are, since after our ICO, we have been producing a lot of Expos device. Now it has been shipped to more than 25 countries. And also a lot of Expos is live one by one at this moment. So every day we have one new Expos live in one new country. So it's very exciting for us.
So it's all about pushing crypto, except merchant adoption, right? So different coffee shops and stuff can take cryptocurrencies via this POS machine.
Yeah, and we got like the carrier, and we got hotel using our Expos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we got the restaurants. We got the travel agency. They putting it in their store, and massage place. There are a lot of store.
Oh wow! So are there a lot of transactions happening out right now already on these merchants?
Actually, there are transactions a little bit slower in this bear market because people want to hold at this moment.
Right.
But we will see. There are more and more interested. Maybe they would like to buy $1 Bitcoin and then to see how it goes, and then to kind of try out what it is at this moment. Right.
Okay, so what's up with the Pundi phone? So we've seen like a few blockchain phones. What is the Pundi blockchain phone all about?
Right. This blockchain phone is actually based on everything you do is happening on the blockchain. So it's
Right.
just not just the crypto wallet. It's actually everything. And we take the blockchain adoption more than just financial transactions. It can be like making phone calls. It can be uploading a file. It can be a sending message. It can be a decentralized app like decentralized Uber app, something like that. So
Right, so it has a blockchain mode that you have where everything's on a blockchain. So you can make a call each other via blockchain. But okay, so what's the advantage of that? Why would I want to do it via blockchain rather than anything else?
right, because on the blockchain, everything is decentralized, right? And then you don't need a centralized server to facilitate the service.
And with every conference, there's always going to be VR, virtual reality. For me, the best VR experience is the ones where you're in a room with a lot of cameras detecting the position of where you are as well. So you can basically walk around and interact with these virtual objects and play virtual games. Obviously, that's not very commercial grade right now, but it offers pretty much the only experience that I feel that doesn't make me dizzy as of now. And that, guys, wraps up my experience at CES. Being the first year attending this conference, I was a complete noob looking at maps, trying to figure out where to go, how to get to places, and I am pretty much kind of stunned at how massive the conference is. Just the fact that everyone that's in the tech space making consumer electronics is there. Well, apart from Apple, of course. Seeing self-driving cars, seeing these drones that are being made, I feel like I came back from the future. And of course, I want to thank Ledger as well for sponsoring the flights and accommodation for me to even make this whole trip possible, to just see everything here. If you guys are interested in the Ledger Nano X, I have a more full video coming up. I also get a chance to test out the whole UI and the whole sending receiving experience, and this will be all in an upcoming video. If you guys want to pre-order the Ledger Nano X, I have a link down below, and using that link will support this channel as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember to click the like button if you like this video. If you found everything here fun and exciting, definitely smash up the like button, and of course subscribe to this channel for more cryptocurrency updates and whole events just like this.